Now we're going to start with a circle. We're going to add that nose line, that eye line. And for this dragon's going to need a snout. So we'll put that extra shape right where those two lines cross, just like before. Erase out the center there. This time I'm going to put another little watermelon seed nostril, just like we did for the pony, or the unicorn, I mean. But the mouth shape is going to be a little bit different. I'm going to start with the letter V, right up against the edge of my circle there, or my shape, and bring that all the way back to the head for my dragony smile. And if you want the mouth open, again, you just have to add another shape. Here's the inside of the mouth. Then we need the chin, so we have to go all the way around that mouth, all the way back around. You might want to put a little horn on the end of his nose or her nose. And again, you can do whatever kind of eyes you like. I like to make nice big eyes. Makes them look cuter. Or tiny eyes are cute too. Whatever kind of eye you do, it's going to be skinnier on this side. And just like the pony, I'm going to make the sides of the head a little bit flatter. And you can add on some little horns to make it look more like a dragon. So you can probably draw so many animal heads that you never knew you could draw before. All you have to do is start with a circle, give yourself nose line, eye line, another shape for the muzzle, add some ears. I'm sure you guys could make a zebra. I'm sure you could make a mouse. I'm sure you could make a bird, all using the same process. Next, let's move along and try out some bodies. Bodies, no matter what kind of animal, it's going to have two shapes. The chest part and the rear end part. And when you connect these two together, they'll make a body shape. So your body shape can look like this, kind of like a bean. Where one is large and one is small. Your shapes can be farther apart. When I drew a weasel, I put my shapes way far apart, so there was a long line to connect the two. Your animal might sit on its back legs, like sit upright. So you would put one circle on top and the other circle on the bottom and connect them up that way. Here's the back and here's the tummy. But they all pretty much look like beans. beans and pears. For the dragon, you might have a small circle on top and a big oval on the bottom, and that can change the shape too. Draw a couple more of your own, just see what happens when you use circles that are the same size, or that are very far apart, or circles that overlap. What kind of beans can you make? Because these beans are how we start out drawing the bodies of pretty much every animal. I'm going to move along to my wings box. I'm going to leave that up on the screen just in case anybody needs to see it. Actually, I should say wings and tails because that's important too. So for wings, let's try to remember how to do a feathered wing. If you have one of your bodies, so let's get a little bean shape here so we have something to connect a wing to. And you can see my drawing is really scribbly, really sketchy. That's okay. We're still working in pencil, so it's easy to erase. Easy to fix and change. You can change your mind all the time. Try things out. So I've got a body of my dog or dragon or weasel or lizard or whatever it is, and I want to add a wing to it. We're going to do a short curving line and a long curving line. Then from that tip, we'll take it all the way back to the body. It's going to look a little bit like a turtle flipper at first. That's okay, we just want the big shape. Make sure it fits on the paper and all that good stuff. Then we're going to separate it into two parts. Just a guideline, so you can draw it really lightly. We're going to erase it later anyway. Then we're going to put these longer feathers right inside of our big shape. And you can see I'm not making feathers like this. That's fine to do, but it's a little harder to fly with feathers like this. Feathers need to kind of overlap so there's no gaps. So I'm making just a curving shape, kind of like a candy cane, so that all of my feathers look like they're overlapping. Then on this line right here, I'm going to do the same exact thing, just smaller. Tiny, 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 tiny. So that's how you do feather wings. What if you want to do bat style wings like dragons have sometimes? Well, we're going to do the same exact thing. We have a curved line that's short, curved line that's long. But this time, instead of one big curve, we're going to do a couple of little curves. Usually 3 or 4. Then I add another little line right at the top. And if I'm drawing a dragon, sometimes I'll put a little horn right on the end there. And then tails. There's a couple different tails for different animals. For cats and dogs, we tend to have longer tails, although my cat has a very short tail, but a longer tail with lots of fur on the bottom. And I'm kind of doing that same overlap like I did with the feathered wings, where you can see all these curves. I know that's so messy, huh? Like, what am I even doing? Let's try it again. Curve, curve, curve. That could be a tail for a cat or a dog or a dragon. There are the deer kinds of tails that are very short and they have fluffy fur on the end. I usually separate the color like that. That you could add to your magical animal. Or a favorite are lion type tails that have short fur on most of it and then just a little bit of longer fur at the end. Some people draw unicorns with these kinds of tails. And I usually have just 3 pieces of fur. One on that side, one on that side, and then a longer piece in the middle. And then if you have a unicorn or something that has a tail like a horse, I like to have a little short curving line and then a bigger curve. That's for the top part, and then for underneath, I make a tiny little curve, tiny, and swoop. You have a nice big full luscious tail. And you can add a few more lines on the inside to show where the hair is overlapping. And voila! So we've practiced heads, we practiced bodies, we practiced tails. Oh, we didn't practice feet, huh? Maybe let's do that first. Let's quickly go over just paws and hooves, because your animal's probably either going to have paws or hooves, or actually claws, because dragons. But they all have generally the same leg shape. So front legs, I'm going to divide mine here. Front legs and back legs. So with your back legs, you're going to have, let's say, the tail. The tail's over here. I'll make a deer tail because that's the easiest. After you draw the tail, you're going to have a little bit of a curve, and then it's going to go backwards and down, just like a deer leg. Thick on top, and then gets narrower as it goes down. Then this can end in a hoof. Or that same exact leg can end in a paw, which is some big toes or claws, whatever you want to put. Let me know if I'm going too fast, okay? Somebody just type in the chat or unmute your mic and say, oh, slow down, you're going too fast. And for front legs, let's say here's your body that you've made, your little bean. This same little shape right here, this little angle, is going to go right next to the body. And then it'll go down, down, down to the ground. Do the paw first. And then we'll have a nice big shoulder muscle there. So if you're drawing anything with paws, it'll look like that. If you're drawing anything with hooves, it can be a deer or a horse or a cow or a goat or a sheep. Same thing, we'll have a little tiny angle right there. We'll get a little bit thinner as it goes down. And we'll go a little bit forward for the hoof. All right, now I think we've gone over all the parts. We did heads, we did bodies, we did wings, we did tails, we did front legs, we did back legs. Let's put them all together and make our own animal. I'm going to get a new piece of paper. And I'm going to start with the head of the animal that I want to draw. You can copy me or you can make your own because you've already practiced 4 different kinds of heads. So you can practice, or excuse me, you can choose whichever one you like the best. No matter which one you pick, you're going to start with a circle. All of our heads started with a circle. And if you remember what to do, you don't even have to wait for me. Nose line, eye line. This is where you have to make a decision. The type of nose shape you draw is going to be different. It's going to be small if it's a cat, kind of bigger if it's a pony or a dog. Yes, question?
Well, you were drawing the heads and all the
Oops, I forgot to put my headphones in. Let me get my headphones in real quick. Say it again, sorry.
while you were drawing the heads and all the other stuff, I was following, then I was making my dragon, and I'm done.
Oh, you already made your dragon and you're done? Excellent. Let me hold it up to the camera and let's show everybody. Wow, look at that. Already did a dragon. Amazing. Love it, love it. If you want to draw another one, you can stick around or you are excused. You may leave class too if you prefer. I don't make anybody stay against their will. While you guys are drawing, I'm going to put on a little bit of music. If you don't like the music, go ahead and mute your sound. I will wave you down if I'm saying anything. After you draw the head, you're going to take a look at your body options. What kind of body do you want to use? And you'll need to give your animal some kind of neck to connect your head right to your body. After you're done with the body, you can add on the wings or the tail. I'm going to add on my tail next.
This Black Friday, save some green with 50% off all clothing at your local Salvation Army.
If you want to add wings, you know what to do. Just a short curved line and a longer line. If you want to make a bat wing or a dragon wing, you make a couple of curves, and if you want a feathered wing, you make one big curve. Then I separate that shape out so I can have long feathers and short feathers. If you want to draw the other wing, all you have to do is draw a smaller line and tuck it right behind the first one. Yes!
I'm done.
You're done. All right, let's take a look. Whoa, nice. I like it very much.
Thank you.
Oh, before I forget, I also have a poll for you guys. Tell me what you would like to learn about next year. This is actually our last class for the year. So I like to get ideas from you guys on what you would like to have classes on. Can I what?
Can you click multiples?
Yes, you can. You can pick as many as you want.
Oh yeah, you can. Never mind. Oh man, I loved Carmen Sandiego. It's such a pretty show.
Yep, that's why my sister's watching it. She was like, this is so pretty. Then for legs, I know the back legs are going to have that little curve to the back. Oops. Big curve in front.
I'm done.
Wonderful. Can we see? Ooh, I like it. That smile, that grace. Wonderful. Well, I will see you hopefully next year. As we go on our winter break here, I'll be back in January 8th. After you're done drawing, whip out your colored pencils or your crayons and let's add some color. Just about 8 minutes left.
I'm Mr. Beast, the host of YouTube's Creator Games 2. Watch now, only on YouTube.
Just 3 more minutes and we'll see everybody else's work. If you're not finished, that's okay. We'll just take a look at what you've done so far. one more minute. Okie dokie, that's our time. I am going to see if Frank, Callista, and Mickey, do you have anything you want to show your work from today? Let me change my camera back here. Oh, Callista, let's see.
I think it's more relevant if I tell you in the next class.
Okay, sounds good. Let's see. Oh, how cute. So small and tiny. I like it.
The dragon.
Very nice. Ooh, and another one. I like that tail swooping.
That's my mom.
Oh, good job, both of you. And Frank, you want to show anything?
Dragon horse.
Ooh, a dragon horse. Oh, and Frank's doing some inking. Nice. I like those scales. Cool. Nice job, everybody. So like I said, this is the last class of the year. So I won't see you until January 6th or 8th, depending on if you come on Wednesday or Friday. But I hope you will keep drawing during the break. For sure, keep drawing. And if you have anything you want to send to the art show, send it to teamjli@gmail.com. Thank you, guys. See you next year.
Bye.
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 Happy holidays. Happy New Year.